And joining us now, the senator from the great state of Louisiana, Senator John Kennedy. Welcome back to American Ground Radio. We appreciate you spending some time with us here today.
Well, thank you for having me.
So, Senator, you have made quite a name for yourself in the Senate, not just for standing up for conservative values, but there have been Democrat senators that have said that they don't ever want to have to go before a confirmation hearing before you simply because of your encyclopedic knowledge of the law and of the Constitution. They consider that, it's tougher than their own law school with law professors. This is something that you take very, very seriously, your job on the Judicial Committee, I see.
Well, I take it seriously because it's serious business. Our founders, guys, intended it to be that way. People nominated for the federal bench by both sides, both Democrat and Republican presidents. They're there for life. You can't get rid of them. If they do a lousy job. It's one of the most powerful jobs in the most powerful country in all of human history. And I expect them to be qualified. I expect them to first understand the law. They've got to know a law book from a J. Crew catalog. Just because you've seen My Cousin Vinny doesn't qualify you to be a federal judge. Number two, I want to make sure that they're not activists. They're lawyers. They're referees. I don't want somebody on the bench who's going to try to rewrite the Constitution every other Thursday to advance some social agenda that the people do not want. And so, I take it. I'm serious as an aneurysm, guys, and that's for Republicans and for Democrats. We had 4 Republicans come before us this week and last week, and they were nominated by the president and by some of my Republican colleagues, and I worked them over pretty good just to test their knowledge, and some of my colleagues didn't like that. Why'd you go so tough on our nominees? And I told them the same thing I just told you.
Yeah, absolutely. We're celebrating the 4th of July this holiday weekend.
Yep.
But I want to depart here for just a second. You have served your state, your great state of Louisiana. Now you've served in the United States Senate. You've served our country for a very long time. Where does that passion for public service come from?
From my parents, in part. From my upbringing, in part. From my gratitude for my country. I think America is the greatest country in all of human history, and the whole world knows it. When's the last time you heard of somebody trying to sneak into China? People want to come here.
Yeah.
You see it in the numbers. We have the largest economy in the world, the best universities, though some of them have problems. Most Olympic medals. Our people give more in charity than anybody else in the world. We're not perfect. America caught the disease of slavery, but we beat it back. But we're not perfect, but we're good. And our values, freedom, rule of law, personal responsibility, the idea that the circumstances of your birth don't have to determine the outcome of your life. I think I'm like most Americans. I feel enormous gratitude.
Senator, our show today is What Makes America Great. We're asking folks, what do you think makes America great? So I'd love to pose that question to you. What is it that you think makes this country so special?
2 things. Number one, our values. I just mentioned some of them. Personal responsibility, rule of law, freedom, but our people. America is great not because of Washington, D.C. America is great because of ordinary people doing extraordinary things. And I'm just so proud of my country. I'm not naive. I'm not Bambi's baby brother. I know we have problems. But I wouldn't trade places with anybody in any other country in the world. And you know what? They would in a heartbeat. The whole world wants to come to America.
Absolutely.
We should celebrate that, though we have to secure our borders.
Now think back to when maybe you were a child, maybe not that far ago. When did you realize that there was something exceptional about this nation? And we asked that question to, we've done this show now for 9 years, and it's remarkable the range of answers. Some folks, they discovered it, that the nation was exceptional when they were young, some when they were much older. When was it for you?
For me, it was probably the fourth grade. We were assigned a project to do for school, and I remember doing a project on John Glenn in space. And, I was a kid, and I clipped all the articles and did all the reading. But about 3/4 of the way through, it just hit me, even as a kid. This is just breathtaking, what America has done, what Mr. Glenn, later Senator Glenn, has done. No other country in the world could do this. And I think that's when I really first felt and understood intellectually, but also viscerally, how exceptional our country is.
Senator John Kennedy from the state of Louisiana, we certainly appreciate all your work.
Wait, the interview's over already?
Yeah, we got
we could talk to him for a long time.
We would, yes.
I'm sorry, but
he's got a busy schedule.
And we're up against a break
and
here.
We've got some other great guests. But Senator John Kennedy, thank you so much for joining us here on our 4th of July special.
Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Thank you.